Something different on this fine day in May.
Yeah.
We are coming to you from a super secret location tonight.
Super secret.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst forever and ever. How's it going? We're trying something new today. Welcome to Dunce Games.
Yes.
DCGTV.
Episode 21. We're now
21. We're legal.
Yeah, we can drink.
We're going to have some whiskey to prove it later.
Indeed.
Got this nice High West whiskey.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to trying that. And we got another guest in our studio.
That we
air
do.
Quotes. Yeah, we've got Travis, who's joining us. We are going to be playing Shadows of Brimstone. I almost called it Shadows and Brimstone, but
you say Shadows in Brimstone.
maybe.
That's where I thought you were going with that.
It could be where I was going. But yeah, locally made game here. Travis is our guide.
Indeed.
On this game. We've played it a few times with him. And it's exciting every time. We get to keep the same character. As long as you remember what you had.
Indeed, and we will introduce you to our characters.
Yeah.
And their special abilities.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Show some gameplay.
And try some whiskey and chat about whatever else is coming up, man.
Indeed. There's some news, maybe. But a little bit of a different swing at it today.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Because we can.
Yeah, we're not stuck in... I don't know what you call that. A loop?
In a loop.
In a loop.
In a weird loop.
21 episode loop.
Yeah, 21st episode.
That's pretty cool.
Us, man.
I know.
All right, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
And come back and do more of this.
We will see you soon.
Cheers. And we're back.
Back from commercial break. Please support our sponsors.
So Kyle, what's been happening, man?
You know, I've been a little locked into this busy work of a new job, so I've been paying much attention to the news, but there's been some interesting things.
There's been a lot of interesting things out there. We were just talking earlier, there's a new future eligible bachelorette on the market.
Yes.
Bill Gates' ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, Melinda, as they are getting a divorce.
Yeah. Another high-powered, richest people in the world couple.
Technology person as well. So kind of an interesting something that's happening here. I don't know what's in the water here in Seattle.
And I've been seeing, there's a book I'm reading right now called The Decadent Society.
Okay.
And one of the factors kind of influencing our world right now they talk about is that divorces are way up, birth rates way down. And so America used to make enough people to replace ourselves. We don't anymore.
Don't we have an overpopulation here, though?
No, I mean, from what I'm seeing...
Is it an overpopulation of boomers? Is that what the issue is?
Population is definitely getting older.
Yeah.
But from what I've been hearing, the world's supposed to peak at about like 9.8 billion people and then start going down. Because most countries...
How do they calculate that?
Because the average woman needs to have 2.1 babies in her lifetime.
Okay. To maintain that?
To maintain the level of human population.
Okay, so if everybody's sort of slowing down on the baby making.
Exactly. And like the U.S. is down to 1.7 babies.
Yeah, I think I saw a headline that said something about the COVID baby boom that didn't happen, right? Like everybody thought there was going to be a big COVID baby boom. Did you hear about that, Travis?
Yeah.
That there was going to be, come February, March of this year, there was going to be a bunch of spike.
All of us quarantine people just baby making.
Got nothing better to do than baby make. Yeah, right on.
Well, and I mean, Western European birth rates have been declining for years.
Yeah. We're talking France and Spain and UK and all that.
Yeah. And so you've got a big migration concern there, right? Because you aren't making a lot of babies, so you've got to import, people to
bring in the workforce, right? Yeah.
I got a random question.
Okay.
Nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Do you think they're going to change the name of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation?
No, I think
it won't
they
be the
said
Bill and
that
Melinda
they're going to
Gates
keep it that way, didn't they?
No, they said they were going to still serve together on the foundation as the co-chairs.
Okay.
And that the day-to-day operations were going to stay the same.
They didn't say the name.
They didn't say anything about the name. I can't believe that they would change the name after spending 21 years building that brand.
Yeah. Seem a little weird.
Yeah.
To do,
The Bill Gates and Melinda Franklin.
And Melinda.
Is that her last name? No.
I don't know what her last name is. I made that up out of the
Making
blue.
stuff up.
Yeah.
Look at Kyle.
Yeah.
What else has been going on, man? They're doing some recount stuff down in Arizona. The cyber ninjas are on the case, finding those missing Trump votes.
I was pretty blown away when I heard the term cyber ninja earlier today.
I mean, it sounds cool, but when you look at them in the pictures, they're a bunch of like fat old people that are, nothing that looks like a ninja, right? They look more like me than they do.
Well, they're cyber ninjas.
But they're cyber ninjas. It's like the Geek Squad, right? They sent out the Geek Squad to find the missing Trump votes.
That's pretty crazy.
But right now, they're looking for ballots that are made not with American paper, but with Asian paper, which would be bamboo. So they're actually, Travis, what'd you say, like a 5K camera?
Yeah.
That they're taking pictures of these things, hoping to find bamboo, which would prove
That it's a ballot.
that it's a ballot stuff job by China
It's a China
or
ballot.
Asia. All of Asia got together and did this big ballot stuffing. So.
Oh Lord.
Except they don't make paper with bamboo.
Is the state of Arizona paying for this?
I don't remember.
Somebody is paying for it.
Yeah.
It may be the state. I mean, the state legislature definitely authorized it and is definitely fighting the court challenges
Yeah.
that are coming through as, these things generate more work for the law profession than anything else, it seems like.
Right. But they're only about 20% of the way through this recount, right? This investigation, about 20% of the way through the ballots, and they're about to lose their lease on the facility that they're trying to do this recount. I think it's the State Fair or something down there. I think they're just doing the main county, right? Maricopa or
Yeah, they're
just focusing on that.
Well, because it was Maricopa that pushed the state blue. Right. So they want to.
Yeah,
They want to. They want to find the fake ballots from there.
Yeah. The bamboo ballots. Find the bamboo ballots, everybody.
I have a question about the news. Maybe
Okay.
one of you guys know. I saw a headline, something about like Cheney getting ripped through the mud.
Yes, so
And I was
Liz
like,
Liz Cheney.
This is Liz Cheney. Okay.
Liz Cheney is Dick Cheney's daughter. She's
Okay.
third most powerful Republican in the House.
So she's a senator?
And
No.
she's a congresswoman from Wyoming.
Wyoming, yeah.
And so she was one of the Republicans one of the 10 that actually voted to impeach Trump on this last go-round, right? So Trump's been attacking her left and right, as well as Trump's minions.
The Trump army.
And she hasn't apologized, to their demigod for impeaching him. And so now they want to remove her from power.
Yeah.
Oh.
They want to remove her from leadership.
From leadership.
Basically kick her out.
Because she voted to impeach Trump?
Yeah, and she
Well,
won't
she didn't get
apologize.
it.
She won't kiss the ring.
She
Yeah.
won't kiss the ring. And prior to that vote, she was, critical of, the Orange Fuhrer.
That's right. She's always been fairly critical of him, huh?
She's been critical of him because he does things that you can be critical about.
Yeah.
Well, she's been elected. She must speak for her constituents, right? Like,
Yeah, but Matt Gaetz and some of his folks have gone to Wyoming and they're talking about putting forth a candidate to challenge her. and all
They're
that
going to
stuff.
try and put forward a red hat candidate
Yeah.
from Wyoming to try and unseat her. And I mean, she's been elected however many times to get that high up in leadership.
yeah.
She's clearly deeply conservative given who her father is and where she's from. And
Very Bush Reagan conservative, right?
Well, and war hawkish and very much, let's
Rumsfeldian.
let's spend a lot of money on the military and not anything else, and that type of a conservative Republican view.
Now she's an underdog, the last beachhead of the old guard Republican Party.
I mean, there's others.
right?
Yeah.
Mitt Romney was
Mitt, and
was
even
booed in Utah because he's not conservative enough.
And even Mitch McConnell is getting the wrath, although I don't think that's as strong as what Liz is going through. But
I miss John McCain. I liked John McCain.
yeah,
I don't think Mitch McConnell is. I would have thought that this last go around
would have gotten rid of him.
would have done him in if anything could slay him, and it just isn't a thing.
I think Amy McGrath was the candidate again, and I don't think she ran a good campaign.
She's terrible.
Yeah. In fact, I have an insider, I won't say who it is, that worked on that campaign and got out of there because it wasn't run very well. So,
No, there was another guy who took McGrath all the way to the wire in the primary, who was
very progressive guy, right?
from a different part of the state and was part of the state legislature, and I saw some of his speeches, and was a very well-spoken, very heartfelt guy, and was also very visible in the community. And let's face it, our elected officials should be visible to us, right?
Hell yeah.
That's their
Always, yeah.
That's their deal, right? If they're in their office, I should be able to get an appointment,
Right.
As a constituent.
Represent the people. You're a people. They're part of
Right. And a lot of our elected politicians seem to, don't do that.
Sort of forget that fact, and I think that has a lot to do with the money that's in politics.
Oh yeah,
because they spend so much time trying to re-campaign and fundraise that they have little time for you and me.
Right. Right, and that's
Yeah. I mean, the personality who wants to go do that and who could be really successful at that.
Yeah.
If that's who we get, right, for our leaders.
Yeah.
That system.
I don't know, man. We're coming up on a break. Is there any other little quickie pieces of news? Any animal news that you got?
That's what I'm trying to think of. I mean, my cat and my dog are getting along better now. Bucket
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Is that because Munch got the snip?
No, Munch has gotten more aggressive since the snip. He's like attacking my dog. My dog's Bucket's just tolerating it now. It doesn't really fight back and tries to play a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of swats at him. Progress. Progress, not perfection. Yeah. They're learning to get along.
Nice.
But, no, man. I saw a really funny video online.
Okay.
I can't share it, I don't think, in this thing. But there was it was like a "Don't Do This" video, and there was a sheep that was stuck in a ditch, and it was like jammed in there. And this guy was really fighting hard to pull the sheep out of the ditch, and he finally got it out. And it went running up like 50 yards, and jumped and landed right back in the ditch.
In the same ditch?
In the same ditch.
Oh.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't jump in the same ditch twice.
I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one. The quickie one. So this was on the BBC today. I only read the headline because it's all you need. 6 words. Farmer from Belgium accidentally moves French border. That was it. I don't even care what the article is. I don't care how that happened.
Well deserved.
I just right.
He must have thrown his fence line or something. All right, we're going to go to break on that, and we'll come back
We'll be right
and
back.
maybe drink some whiskey. All right. Hey kids, we're back. And we're playing an awesome game that our good friend Travis turned us on to probably a couple years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
We played a few times.
Played a few times.
Shadows of Brimstone.
Shadows of Brimstone.
Again, locally made here, Flying Frog Games, correct? Based out of Woodinville?
Woodinville, Linwood.
Linwood area.
Yeah.
Really fun game. It's a adventure role-playing game. Pick a character. It sort of, maybe on this first, and correct me if I'm wrong, sort of revolves around a Wild West theme.
It definitely has that Weird West sort of theme. And they've just reissued the first 2 core sets with all upgraded components, new rules, and upgraded miniatures.
Right. You know when it was launched? Like how?
Boy, it's got to be 5 or 6 years now at least, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Been around a bit.
But there's elements, right? There's demons, there's aliens, there's
Yeah.
everything you can kind of imagine thrown in that you can come up against, right?
Yeah, there's, and then, through some of the different expansions, you can go to feudal Japan, you can go into some of the feudal Japanese lore, so you can run into Uni, and you can run into some of these other demons that are just like crazy. You can play as a kitsune. There's magic. There's it really is kind of a something for everyone.
Nice.
Kind of an experience.
Well, because it's sort of a Wild West theme, today's whiskey has kind of a Wild West theme as well. We got a High West whiskey, American Prairie Bourbon is what we're going to be trying out today. And I'm going to let the fake spokesman kind of talk about it a little bit. I know you don't know much about it, but...
Don't. It's got a, is that like a antelope? Or a...
It's like a little, I want to say caribou or something, but it's some kind of deer.
Yeah, deer. A blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Ooh, Park City, Utah.
Park City, Utah.
Mormons might have had their hands in this.
Nah, probably not.
Oh, there's a lot here. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to read the whole thing. You can summarize for us.
Oh, it's a pronghorn antelope,
Okay.
which is capable of running up to 55 miles per hour.
That's pretty good.
That's North America's fastest land mammal.
I did not know that.
Yeah, neither did I. And performs the continent's second longest land migration of more than 500 miles.
Okay.
Hey. We're rock and rolling.
Home to Utah?
I don't know, home to Utah, probably. Antelope? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Southwest, that sounds about right.
Who knows? Well, we're gonna try it.
Little props here too. High West pledges to donate 10% of our after-tax profits from the sale of this bottle to the American Prairie Reserve. Be thoughtful and help us protect and preserve America's natural resources.
Nice. Very good. We like any company that will do a little give back. And I'm digging this bottle. It's got that old Wild West feel to it.
Definitely. The tallness. Tall and thinness.
And we're not sure what to expect, but...
It does go with the game motif very well.
Yeah, well, and since we are, we're going to continue our adventure and start off in town, so we kind of gear up a little bit.
There you go.
This is about right.
In the saloon.
In the saloon. I'm feeling a moderate nose, and it's a very gold color to me. Kind of a very rosy gold color.
I like it. It's got a nice burn.
It's got a really bright high note. Right at the beginning, it's a little citrusy.
Yeah.
For me, it had that, and then it jumped right into the burn.
Yeah, right. It's like there's a flash of
right,
and
like
then
a tease, and then right to the burn.
I agree with your sentiments.
Yeah,
it describes my taste experience well.
Well, and it is it is a barrel proof.
Right.
So it's.
Look at that, some kick.
It's gonna have that kick. I like it.
Me too. Feels perfect for an old western town.
Yeah. So it ranks sort of on the upper median of the whiskeys that we've tried.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I'd put it in the top 5.
Me neither. There's something that I kind of like about whiskey. I don't know if this is lame or not, but I like whiskey that has less of the burn and more like of a complex flavor to it, where you can kind of get more from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I want the burn, I'll go, drink some
Crown Royal,
some McNaughton's or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But this feels very kind of saloony.
This definitely has that old western.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my first drink of the day with this hand.
Barkeep, whiskey. What do you think I want? Whiskey. I like it for what we're doing tonight. So I think it fits really well.
Totally.
So Travis, not to put you back on the spot, but tell us what we're doing, man. We're at town.
So the way the game works is there's sort of 2 phases. There's kind of the adventure phase where you sort of go out into the wilderness of the wild and you kind of take on a mission, or you look for some treasure, go through your caves and what have you. And then you've got all this loot and this money and hopefully you found your missing person or whatever you're looking for, and so you got to haul all that stuff back to town. And when you get back to town, you have to figure out where you're going to stay, and you got to get your gear going for the next adventure.
Got to keep rolling.
Got to keep, got to restock. Sometimes you're kind of beat up. You got to go to the dock. You got to get healed up. You got to go to church, get your sanity straightened out, or you just want to go drink and gamble in the saloon.
And that's one of the things you touched on there was the sanity part that I really like about this game is cool. That, there's so many ways to die, but part of this also is you can become insane by seeing crap.
That's right.
In these caverns and on these adventures that, would just blow your mind, right? Exactly. You think, all these guys are just, out there brute force, I can take on anything. But when you go out and you see a friggin' demon pop out of the shadows, how freaky would that be, right?
Exactly. So, and you got, a 6-shooter, you've got in the case of like our doctor who's not playing tonight with us, they've got a surgical saw, and that's it, right? You're going,
Not the first weapon of choice that I would, pull off the shelf. But I mean, you
probably work very well.
You dance with who you brought, right?
That's right. Shout out to Cassandra, who normally plays with us.
Cass is over in school doing her very
thing.
Well, right?
Exactly. Yeah, doing well, and she loves playing the Frontier Doctor. Which is a super fun deal. In fact, there are no characters that are not fun to play in this game.
Are we in trouble though without a doctor? Feels like you shouldn't go out into the wild without a doctor. We have a bunch of warriors, don't we? We got bandages, I guess.
We have some bandages, so we can sort of
patch each other
up on the fly.
Get back out there, soldier.
And I think tonight is going to be a good offense as our best defense.
Yeah.
Sort of
right on. Shoot first,
shoot first, and shoot second, and then maybe shoot third. So the way it works in the store or in the town is our first day in town. We all pick a place that we're going to go visit,
and we only do one place each, right?
Well, you do one place per day,
right?
And then at the end of the day, we
can pay to stay overnight if we need it.
And you pay to stay overnight, and usually, you do a couple of different things. And every location has its own set of hazards that you can roll for.
That's right.
And then it's got its own set of unique items that you can buy or interact with. So anyway, I am going to go to blacksmith. That is my first start, my first space.
What's wrong with blacksmith?
Can we take a quick stock? You've got a couple bandages, I noticed.
Mm-hmm. I do.
What do you got?
I've got bandages and herbs, and I also have 2 sticks of dynamite. And I also am holding quite a bit of the
dark stone.
The dark stone,
which we didn't touch on.
Right, which is a specialty. This is the sort of what makes the demons come out in the weird thing. It's the
but also what can destroy them too, right? Because we can turn them into weapons.
We can turn them into weapons and make things powerful, but it's also corrupting, and it's you don't want to mess with this stuff too much.
Right.
You can end up with a third arm.
Yeah, that's right. Because there are mutations that stick with you.
That's right.
Throughout, right?
Exactly.
Third eye, or
I have 3 of these little corruption tiles.
Yeah,
so that must mean I'm corrupted, isn't it?
It does, and when you get to 5, you get a mutation.
All right.
And so it's you could go to the church and try to get some of that corruption taken off.
Try and pray it away.
There's dangers in there, right?
There are. You got to roll for it, just like everything else in this game, and there is a random factor here.
Nice.
So you're going to the blacksmith.
I'm going to the blacksmith. The blacksmith it's the blacksmith, right? It's where I'm going to get some weapons. I'm going to upgrade some things. But the first thing you do when you first walk in the door is you roll for an event. And I roll 4. In this particular portion of the game, doubles don't matter. And 4 is, wow, that sucks. Cost increase. There's more work than one blacksmith can handle. All purchase prices are plus $100. Which You know, that's.
And we were just talking about how flush in cash you are, so.
Yeah, exactly. They
Not so much anymore.
well, the blacksmith must have seen me coming
Yeah.
and said,
He said he saw you counting that money out outside.
So I'm going to make a purchase. I'm going to get Darkstone bullets, which are a one use for one adventure.
Okay.
And they make all of my guns +1 damage on every hit.
Nice.
For everything.
All right. But real quick, we're gonna shut the cameras down for a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more setup and play, and then we'll get deep into it. Enjoy.
I was on a meeting today.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. And it was a video meeting with my team, my boss, and all my coworkers and stuff. And we don't have to be on video. And there was a box in the background. And they're like, "Is that an Amazon box?" It totally wasn't an Amazon box.
Was it a Walmart box?
No, it was a Stone Meyer Games box. So I ordered like another side thing.
Yeah.
It was just like a big.
You ordered another side thing?
What I got was it's just a big cardboard box with cool art on it, but it's big enough that it can hold everything.
All
so it's like an
ads
organizer
nice
thing, right?
Nice. All right, well, back to the game at hand. We are in town, and
hold on. While we were off camera, may I share with people?
Yes, please do.
That I leveled up.
Nice.
I'm level 2 now.
Car got leveled up, and then he went to the saloon.
I got in a fight at the
He
saloon.
got in a fight.
So I have 4 wounds, and I didn't win at craps.
So
and I
basically,
almost got a really cool dagger, but I didn't.
So it was a bad trip to the saloon.
Bad trip to the saloon.
That happens in town sometimes.
Yeah.
Super Guide Travis, I've got my side bags pretty full of stuff. We all do. Is there anything that we're sort of? I could go to the church and maybe try to have some of this corruption removed, or
So, I think it really comes down to: do you want to possibly pick up another pistol, so you can dual wield pistols and
That
get a few more
actually
shots?
sounds pretty nice.
A few more shots down range.
Yeah.
Would that be the outpost then?
You can go. Well, you can get. Let's see here. The general store will sell you a pistol for $500. Or actually, since you're going to dual wield and your offhand can't produce a critical hit anyway when you dual wield,
Okay.
you could get a light pistol for $250. It gives you the same number of shots, but it can't do a critical hit, which you wouldn't do anyway.
That might be all right. Or how do we pick up the bullets? The
Darkstone
the
bullets?
Darkstone bullets.
Or those are in the blacksmith.
Okay.
But the blacksmith doesn't sell any weapons.
Somebody needs
Okay.
to talk to that black.
Just some ammo.
Just some ammo, and he'll do some weapon upgrades for you.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's head to, what was it? The Outpost is the cheaper weapon?
The general store.
General store. Okay.
So-
We're going to finish the day, our first day in town, maybe only. And when I walk in the door, I've got to roll 2 dice, correct?
Yes.
So I'm rolling my 2 dice, and I've got a 3.
That's usually.
happening to you.
3 is a robbery.
Uh-oh.
While you are browsing the selection, masked gunmen barge into the shop. Every hero in the general store must either hand over D6 times $10, or as much as you have, or try to react quickly to get the upper hand. Make an agility 5+ test. If passed, you run them off, and the shop owner rewards you with $100. If failed, you are shot and the bandits escape. Roll once on the injury table. Okay, so I got to make an agility 5+ test.
Right.
I do have a +1 agility, and I'm already at 2.
So you roll 3 to see if you get a 5.
Roll 3 dice to get, and then one of these dice has to be a 5 or better.
Correct.
Good luck, Seth.
It's 3 dice. Let's run these banditos off.
That's a 6. Yeah.
Ran those banditos off, and I get an extra $100, right? Because that
Yeah, that's right.
shopkeeper is very nice.
Yeah.
Nicely done, pal, man.
All right.
Saved
Right on.
him some money.
Okay, so I've done my encounter, my location event, right? So now I can start to buy some stuff.
Right.
And what we talked about was a light pistol here for $250. It has got the same range and shots as a regular pistol, but half the cost. I just can't get the critical, but I can get a critical shot.
Correct.
With my Peacekeeper. So
Yep.
yeah, we'll just go with the light pistol for
Okay.
$250.
Light pistol.
Perfect.
Nice.
So I will try and find you a pistol in the gear stack here.
There's $250
And
for that shopkeeper. Is there anything else we want, guys? Anything else we need? I got $500 to spend. Now, can I buy multiple stuff
yeah.
at any
Yep.
point?
You can spend money until
Until I'm broke.
you're broke.
Okay.
That is absolutely.
Now, if I bought a war veteran hat, which gives me +2 sanity, that means I go insane a little slower than
That would
most,
mean that
right?
you're going insane a little slower than most. And you don't already have a hat.
I don't already have one, so let's do that. I've actually got $525 right here. So a war veteran's hat.
How much was that hat?
$525.
Good lord, that's an expensive
It's
hat.
expensive, but it's gonna look good on me,
Even by today's
Right.
standard.
right?
This
Because
is
this is
true.
what I look like. So I'm gonna be one handsome older gentleman, kind of a Wyatt Earpy kind of thing going on.
Yes, he looks
Exactly.
like
Yeah,
a gunfight in Tombstone right there.
see if I
fighting
I
son of a gun.
think we might have to remember about the hat.
That's okay. I can write it down.
Nope.
I've got. Not all the gear has
Has a card.
a card.
Okay.
So
But I'm pretty geared up.
because
I think.
it was not a lucky hat, right? It was a.
Got some pretty good items
That's right.
that are gonna keep me rocking.
Where are we gonna go from here? We're gonna go on a
Straight to the gates of hell.
random encounter.
We're gonna go.
Wild
Yep.
West.
We're gonna go. Yep. We're gonna go to go on a random adventure
Nice.
in the. I think we'll probably try and stick in the mines just because it's unless you guys want to go play in the swamps of Jargono, which are kind of fun.
You're a Jargono guy,
I
right?
Jargono.
Yeah.
Does it get any bonus for?
I think he does get I think he gets some extra movement or something in Jargono.
Gives us a little bit of a leg up.
Give us a little extra. But you guys can think about what might be fun.
Okay.
We're not going to play any of the harder worlds
Not this go round.
this go around. Makes it a little bit easier to get stuff done.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's our first day of town. We can decide to leave at this point, or we could spend the night. And it costs us.
We could stay in the campsite and risk a hazard, right? The
Right.
campsite's not as safe, right? You're kind of outside the walls.
Yeah.
Or we could spend $10 and stay in the hotel and have a relatively peaceful, nice evening.
Nice, good night's sleep for everybody.
Right. If there's some place that we want to go, another location, another town spot. I think I'm in good shape. So
Yeah, I don't think we need to purchase much more. So,
I think we're in good shape.
I'm carrying some wounds from the saloon, but I got a lot of health.
do you think you need to go to the dock?
I don't know that it'd be because
Is
if
that
I
worth the
spend
$10
yeah.
to spend the night? And
to spend the
then-
night and then
Is that $10 each, or is it?
it's $10
Okay.
each. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty good to go. I think. I have some
All right.
Bought a new
days.
sombrero,
Yeah.
chapeau.
nice.
So I might be ready to just hit the trail.
Just hit the channel.
Yeah.
All
Made
right.
some enemies at the saloon.
All right. So that's kind of like a basic first thing you do, right? Unless you finished your last round by going to town and sort of. partying
Normally you
down,
would
right?
finish up by going to town, and town would be where we would end. Then we would start at
A new adventure.
our adventure
Gotcha.
on the next map tile.
Right.
But in this case, we didn't go to town the last time, so we're
Yeah,
starting.
we needed to
off
kind of get our toe dipped in the water.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get back into it a little bit.
Right on. Well, why don't we come back and we'll after we get set up on our adventure, whichever that's going to be.
We shall indeed.
Let's do it. All right, everybody, we have picked the swamps of Jargono
That we have.
as our adventure, mostly because we have a Jargono native.
My name is Francis.
Francis, good to meet you. And Francis has +3 lore, right? Is that
Dude.
correct? By being here, so it actually helped us out a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. I think we'll do a little time lapse on a couple of rounds here, and maybe come back and explain what has happened to us.
Yes, you will see the
in
board
our
grow and our
grand
experiences.
adventures. Yeah, yeah, looking forward to it.
right.
So we'll see you guys back in a bit.
We said we were just going to keep these two and kind of spin it out.
Yeah.
So we can...
Well, hey, welcome back, everybody. Even a different part of the format. We're going into day 2 on this.
Yeah, it's a 2-day episode.
2-day epic adventure with Shadows of Brimstone.
We are still exploring the jungles, the swamps of Jargono.
Jargono?
Jargono.
You say Jargono?
I'm a
I say
Jargono
Jargono.
native, so
That's
I get
true.
to
You
decide
are.
how we pronounce such a word.
So here's where we're at. So our adventure mission requirements was to go in and kill 12 corpse piles, which are just these, what did we call them last night? Zombie orgies.
Yes.
That would spawn zombies that we'd have to battle, and also a bunch of undead guys that would pop out in different places. So our goal, or our mission, was to destroy 12 of them, correct?
Yep.
I think was what it was.
Yep.
And so we've got 8 done or 6 done? We got 8 done, so we're a little over halfway, which is good.
4 more to go.
But we still have to venture forth into the swampland and figure out where the rest of these are without dying or
We're
going
doing pretty
insane.
good. I have 2 wounds and 2 sanity knocks, so I'm not too bad.
I've got none, and it looks like, Travis, what do you got? About 5 wounds there?
I got
Couple of
5 wounds and a
sanities.
couple of sanity.
But we got whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yep.
got some bandages. We got herbs
We got
going
swamp
around.
fungus.
We got
That's right.
swamp fungus. Not exactly sure what that does for us, but we're continuing on, getting some experience points and some cash and treasure to take back to town and restock for another adventure.
Indeed.
We'll
let
throw
you-
you back on time. And
We'll let you know how it turns out if we can make
oh,
it.
and we've got a master roller that shouldn't be here, should be down at the craps table, who keeps rolling 7s, and keeping the light on us, keeping the darkness at bay.
Holding
right?
back
Holding
the
back the darkness.
That's right.
So we're gonna jump back into it. Round whatever room.
Should we give them the darkness roll?
Like six rooms, something like
Yeah,
that.
So I need to get a 7 or better, right?
You need to get a 7 or
Show the
better.
people the darkness power.
Oh no! We jinxed it, man. We jinxed it. So Kyle just rolled a 3. We did not hold back the darkness, and we're gonna find out what that means to
That's
us.
Because I haven't had my whiskey yet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's got
Throw those dice out. Those are not working tonight.
So we're gonna jump back in, enjoy the quick footage, and we'll come back at the end and tell you how it worked out. See you in a bit.